I have a question for you. Since you're going up to the Grand Canyon, has anybody from your staff had conversations with them regarding the buffalo situation and their projection and attitude towards what they wanted to do with hiring sharpshooters?
Well, I guarantee you, the sharpshooters aren't getting hired. This is something that sets a precedent in regards to wherever I go, I talk about it, and people get it. People absolutely get it. You know that this is an invasive species.
Oh yeah.
This is a non-native species. In fact, this is a hybrid. These are not bison. These are beefaloes.
Right.
And so the craziness, people get that we're going to hire sharpshooters and be charged to actually shoot them and let them lay and rot. You know, that's not right. Allow people to take them. And once again, once you set that standard, people get it. Now, I guarantee you on this one, Park Service isn't going to win. This is something that makes perfect sense for everybody and to be allowed because if you're believing in invasive species, they need to go.
Okay, one step further. This one's going to hurt. Okay, and I know a lot of our state politicians, as well as some of our federal friends in the past, who have buckled. We have what are called unauthorized livestock, commonly known as burros and horses.
Feral livestock.
Feral livestock, unauthorized livestock, however you want to do it. That situation it's growing rapidly in 3 areas: the Heber Overguard Wildlife Area. It's all across the state from Lake Pleasant through Kingman on burros. And now the adulation that is being fostered on the Salt River horses. There's over 400 horses in the Salt River Basin now.
Yeah.
It's getting bad.
That are protected.
Oh, well.
Not only by the federal government,
but by the state.
By the state.
The salt aspect was the whole state.
That was all state. Kelly Townsend, Governor Ducey. But when every single politician, senators, as well as representatives for those districts, buckled.
Yeah.
Both McCain and Flake buckled.
Well, look at your
Governor
state
Ducey
agencies
buckled.
that had to buckle.
Yeah.
Matt Salmon buckled. And I called him on it.
Well, people got limited resources. So when you start looking at this, and once again, we had a panel of folks sympathetic with the horses. In my committee, my point is listen, if you have a foundation, you better start taking care of them because there's only so much that you can deal with. And so, if the smart person's looking at this, J.K., I'm going to put you in a quandary to solve the problem. Were horses native here? No. Nope, not at all. And so the environmentalists, that's what when we see our conversations on the panel is, okay, so you believe that there's a natural order to what types of animals and critters and birds are all part of the natural ecosystem. Well, if that isn't part of it, it's got to go. And so my point to that is that if I'm going to talk to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation or to the Rocky Mountain Mule Foundation, wait a minute. You're being implicated by natural species here, by an invasive species called burros, called horses, called beefaloes. There's only one solution here. So if you're not going to manage the herd as it was originally intended, so that it doesn't infer on those natural populations, they got to go. I'm sorry. That's just the natural order of things.
If you cut back to the budget that was initially established in 1971 for the Wild Horse and Burro Act, which is approximately $2 million, it's $80 million a year now. 80 million here, 80 million there. Sooner or later, you're talking serious money.
Oh well, let's actually complicate this now. Okay. So you know that lions and tigers in zoos cannot be fed beef. They have to have equine.
Here we go.
Okay. And they're importing them from Canada and Europe.
Oh, and who's paying the bill?
We are.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's millions upon millions upon millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a life cycle. I'm part of that life cycle. All of us are part of that life cycle. It's just the way things are. And so if you're not involved to do the job will have to get done.
Tough call, tough people. And we are not a tough society anymore.
Oh, well, JK, we're going to have these conversations. At $21 trillion in debt, you're going to have these conversations.
Trillion here, a trillion there, sooner or later.
Wow.
Serious money.
21 trillion, I gotta count my fingers and toes. We're gonna take a break while I start counting.
We don't have enough fingers and toes in this room.
Wow. Trillion.